Hey, Anthony, it was pretty obvious how much the groin was hampering you early. Could you just take us through what it felt like and what was your mindset and how you were trying to figure out if you were going to be able to stay and do anything on either end?
Um, just wanted to be out there for the team, in a situation when to go home. Obviously, didn't want to just lay down and not be able to do what I can. Um, it never really felt good, but like I say, I once God just the competitive nature in me to go out and help the team as best as I could. Um, my body didn't agree, so team fought. I mean, we fought. You know, made runs. Guys left it all out on the floor tonight, and we get ready for next year. We get ready to have a full off season. Everyone heal up. Especially the guys that say you hurt a lot this year. Um, heal your bodies, rest your bodies, and get ready for next season. That's all we can do. That's what I'm going to do. Let the body heal and get right back to it.
Frank had mentioned a moment ago when you guys were 21-6 when you went down with the original injury in February. AD, could you just zoom out and discuss, the October 11th finals, the shortened off season, that injury, getting back for it, how that all fit into context for you personally?
It was a quick turnaround. Don't really get the full summer. Usually take about a month or so off, and you still have like 6 weeks to just do all, weight room training. And then you have another like month, month and a half for on court. So you didn't get that this summer. Kind of mess up guys' routines where you're trying to recover from a season and then also get ready for a season. So it was different. And just all around the league, guys' bodies didn't handle that very well. But now that we have the opportunity as the Lakers to kind of take advantage of this longer off season to get our bodies right. I know I am. Heal up, rest, and get right back to the training to prepare for next season. So it was a different thing with us, but it's something that we had to adjust to. Not sure what the plan is for next season as far as COVID test and when the season is supposed to start. But all we can do is know that we have to get healthy. I think health played a big part of why we're in the position that we're in. Me missing 30 games, Bron missing an extensive amount of games, and AC, Kenny, all our guys, Kuz, all our guys just we just wasn't healthy. We were very healthy last year. It wasn't the same this year. We just couldn't have our full product on the floor.
Bill Oram?
AD, it sounds like you just chalk this up to the health and the injuries this year. Was this team connected enough and cohesive enough to, in your mind, win a championship if not for the injuries?
I think so. When we were healthy, everyone was available. We've seen the type of team that we can be. Before my injury, we were 21-6, like Mike said. So we were rolling. We had the pieces. We just couldn't stay healthy. A lot of that was me. We have a main guy that's not on the floor, and then you have another guy. Your two main guys is not able to participate. It's just tough for an extensive amount of time. So that's all it really was. I think the team that we built this summer, we had the right pieces to do so. I think just health just played a big factor.
Dave McMenamin?
You came to LA aware of what the injuries you sustained in New Orleans, how they had a effect on the perception of you around the league. And you pushed through a lot last year, won the championship. The way this year went, will you take anything into the offseason feeling like you have to prove stuff all over again a little bit?
No, I don't. I don't have to prove nothing to anyone. And I'm not going to prove anything to anyone. It doesn't matter to me. Things that everyone is saying, it comes with the territory. You know, when you're a player of my caliber, guys are going to expect things from you and going to say things from you, whatever their reason is it's my job to be on the floor. And I know what I go through, what I play through, and what my body go through. The guys in the locker room know, front office know, coaching staff know. So I don't need to prove anything to anyone that's outside this Lakers organization, and I'm not going to prove anything to anyone. My job is to play basketball and be out there on the floor as much as I can. And I think the Achilles injury was obviously nothing that I'm going to play with. It's such a big injury. And then what happened in Game 3 was just a freak accident, hyperextension of the knee, and played through that for the rest of the game, and then come Game 4, a play that happened, with the groin because of the knee, and you just can't try to play through it and do what you can. That's what I did. The guys in the locker room know. But my job is not to prove anything to anyone that's not in this locker room or in this organization. And, I'm not going to. I don't have to.
Dan Warkey.
Anthony, obviously, this team paid a physical toll for the short off season last year. The strain you guys had to put your bodies through in the bubble. What was the mental toll that this team had to pay for going through what you guys went through, and then having not only to deal with, the injuries and stuff like that, but also the protocols, the testing, the compressed schedule? How emotionally tough was this year for you guys?
It was definitely tough. I want to say the protocols and stuff. I think just not having our full team because of guys had COVID or injuries. I think that was the most mentally draining thing for us. Because when you have a full team, when we had our full team, we saw how good we were, and then not being able to have it for a lot this season, it was just tough for us because we knew the type of team that we could be when we're healthy. So I think mentally that was the biggest thing for us. Nothing else, not the shorter off season, the compressed schedule, because everyone else had to go through the road, even though the off season was a little longer. I think for us, we wasn't able to really take advantage of our full team and the team that we know that we could be. So I think that was the most mentally draining thing for us.
We've got time for one last question. Kyle Goon.
AD, I know there's so many complex factors involved in the offseason with individual decisions, but to kind of piggyback on your thought that the pieces were there with this team, is your mentality this offseason, are you hopeful that guys want to run it back, that guys want to re-sign, that you can bring some of the same pieces back and try again next year?
Hopefully, but that's each guy's decision. We wanted the same thing last year. It don't work that way. Guys have to, look out for themselves and their families and do what they think is best for them. And we can do nothing but respect it. But like I say, most importantly, I want everybody to get healthy. A lot of guys played through a lot of injuries this year and have played through it. We want everyone to get healthy, and if guys, feel like this season was a fluke, I say, for us because of the injury, and we didn't get a chance to, really reach our potential because of the injuries, then, let's do it. But at the end of the day, I know that guys have a lot to think about. It's all still fresh, too. It's all still fresh. Guys are not thinking about anything other than, getting it right and how we could have, won this series and then moved on to the next series and then the Western Conference Finals and the finals. So guys are gonna be thinking about that for a while. And when it's time to, think about their future and the future of our team. They'll make that decision, and we'll reach out. I'll reach out. We have conversations about it, and we'll go from there.